Hello, Sage Forsaken here. Fellow sages, I have some new news about the core. Now, uh, before we get started, I just want to say that this is all a lot of speculation and things that really are important, but basically may not affect your life directly or that may affect it greatly. We won't know, but I'm going to speculate for us. I have some information for you. This figure, Boulder, was designed after the former lead designer at Lanard, who made the core kind of what it is today, who's been pushing for a lot of the changes that we're seeing in the line. So, for example, when the newer articulation came out, these figures that look like this, Boulder, things of that nature, when those came out, uh, before that, there was a lot of just they only made one. First they started with the newer articulation of this articulation, which is now the old articulation, to be honest. Um, and then they basically did the core versus curse, where the core were fighting an enemy of their own for the first time instead of just being, backup figures for other people's action figures. No company named Hasbro. Basically, the core have been making leaps and bounds. They came out with their Puma, they came out with their Snakebite, and then they have the new male articulation coming out soon. We know that deal is inked, and those companies are already expecting those toys, so we don't have to worry about that falling through. Smith Toys has already put in their order. Walmart's already put in their order. So no matter what bridges Blake burned on his way out, or whatever was done to him to where he got fired or whatever, uh, that's not going to change what happens in the next 6 months to a year for the core. Not very much, at least. But it is going to change what I have to display because he was the one that was sharing things like prototype images. He was the one that was letting us know about new deals as they happened, that they did finish signing the Walmart deal. He's the one that was like, basically a spokesperson for the company, which they don't really have. I mean, yes, he's the lead toy designer. I don't think his job was to be a spokesperson for the company, but they really need someone to be a spokesperson for that company. They have this deal with Walmart in the U.S., so anything that they release in the U.S. can only go through Walmart, which is great because Walmart's everywhere. It's a big company. You're going to get a decent size order. So that's great for Lanard. The only issue you run into is that some places they get stuff at different times. Like the UK may get this stuff before we do, and the Africa, and Mexico and stuff like that, they don't get the stuff at all sometimes that they put out for Lanard, which may not affect you. You may not care, but it is hurt the brand that nobody knows what's going to come out when or where, and stuff that's put out other places is completely different, and there's no like uniformity to the line. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, with Blake No gone, we don't know what's going to happen after this year for the line, but we do know one thing. He didn't leave on good terms. Now, he's not said that anywhere. But I'll tell you, he made a YouTube channel called Avicii, and his YouTube channel, basically, one of the first videos they made was a video about making a Lanard product called chalk bombs. And that chalk bombs are a product that Lanard sells. He probably designed them while at Lanard. So basically, he put that video out so people would not buy that product. That can't mean good things for his relationship with the company. Also, I'm sure he got a cease and desist order because those videos are not on YouTube anymore. He has his channel still, but the videos have all been removed. So what I'm saying is that he's basically having some sort of disagreement with the company. So that's why I say he left on bad terms. This is all speculation. He hasn't told me that he left, that he didn't, but we started seeing on his Instagram where basically for a long time it was like, oh, here are the King Kong figures. Here's this new Corpse stuff that's coming out. Core stuff that's coming out. That's how his Instagram was for months. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, I'm at Comic Con. Oh, I'm at this toy show. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it was kind of like, where's all this stuff coming from? Is what I was thinking at the time. Then he puts out this YouTube channel. And on the YouTube channel, he's talking about how he's a toy designer and stuff like that. And he started going over stuff that he, wanted to share with us, which I thought was cool. But in retrospect, we now know had to be a big FU to the company. There's just no other way of looking at it. He's no longer with the company. We found out later. But I think it happened before then. I think that he was either fired or let go. And then, for whatever reason, you could speculate all day, but for whatever reason, he then backlashed against them, and now there's legal stuff going on. That's what I think is happening. So this figure Boulder in your Lanard collection, you might want to go buy up a couple extra, because I don't know that they'll put his figure back out after this year. Because even though they own that mold, he's no longer the face of the company. And if they have a negative feeling about him as a person right now, they may decide that they don't want his face to be on their products anymore. Anyway, this is Sage Forsaken signing out. Thanks for checking out my channel. I'll put links in the description in Avicii. And of course, you can check out Blake No on Instagram. Thanks for, speculating with me, and have a great day.